What?
We have learned more in the past decade from genetics than a century of digging up bones. A whole new frontier has opened up. We have our first genetically modified hybrid.
You just went and made a new dinosaur?
Probably not a good idea. Almost 40 feet high. Really think she climbed out?
Depends.
On what?
What kind of dinosaur they cooked up in that lab? Evacuate the island. She's a highly intelligent animal. She will kill anything that moves.
Oh, God.
I wish this was vodka, not water. Jurassic World, what? Okay, the first thing I did after leaving the movie theater was I went home and I watched Jurassic Park, the original JP. And oh my God, what a difference. And to me, that's a problem. To be fair, in the last 22 years, there hasn't really been a movie that has matched the original. There's so much hype around this one, and it's so unapologetically nostalgic that you expect more from it. It's been huge at the box office, which is great because everyone is compelled to watch it, I think. I was certainly compelled to watch it. And you know what? It was entertaining, but so many flaws. And I want to go through those now because it might have been entertaining, but it was silly. And you really don't want to be silly. So this is 22 years after the original Jurassic Park. Those were good times, man. I remember watching that over and over and over again. So anyway, we're back in the park. The park has reopened. We've got Claire, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, who is your stereotypical corporate person, and she's running the park. And then you have some interesting commentary on corporate culture, on corporate greed, and on consumer greed. And because of all this, the park's geneticists have created a freak monster, a freak dinosaur that's a hybrid between a T-Rex and some other mysterious animal. That's the premise of the whole movie. In order to keep people coming to the park, the people running the park think that it's necessary to create this new dinosaur, which they've called Indominus Rex. And apparently they've called it Indominus Rex so that 4-year-olds can pronounce it. That was one of the funnier lines in the movie, I think. So this monster is extra toothy, extra monsterish. It's super scary, apparently, and it's super smart, apparently. And then you've got Owen, played by Chris Pratt, who's some sort of Velociraptor, I guess, and also Claire's ex-boyfriend. In the middle of all this, you've got Vic, evil Vic, who is InGen's head of security and is obsessed with the idea of weaponizing velociraptors. In the midst of all this, you've got Claire's teenage nephews, who obviously get lost in the park and need to be rescued. Anyway, Indominus Rex escapes and begins to wreak havoc, and that propels the plot forward. And I have to say, I was pretty excited at this point. I was like, okay, we've got this massive thing on the loose. We haven't really seen it properly yet, and apparently it's really smart. And you've got thousands of people in this park completely unprotected. This could be interesting. But then it just kind of isn't. I think when people in the cinema start laughing at some of your more serious lines, you have a problem. And I think that when people in the cinema are laughing when a bunch of people die, then you have a serious problem. In many ways, this movie reminded me of the last Godzilla. It really is just a monster movie. And actually, one of my favorite monsters in this movie is that thing that comes out of the water and is gigantic and eats the shark. Now that's like some serious firepower. I was seriously entertained in the moment, despite all the cliche phrases and lines and plot twists and your cardboard characters. I was still entertained. As soon as I stepped outside, I was like, oh no. So here are some things that stood out to me. Or something, I don't know. But to me, the most interesting thing is that actually the dinosaurs are cardboard cutouts themselves. You've got your really evil, bad, new dino. But But this dino doesn't really deliver on its promise of smartness and badness. It's just there, roaring. And then you've got your velociraptors and T-Rex, and in all the movies, the velociraptors and the T-Rexes are scary. They're scary as fuck. And in this movie, for the first time ever, that is subverted. I'm not going to go into detail how, but that happens, to me, is just insane. Because that goes against everything that Jurassic Park is. So I'd give this movie a 2 out of 5. It's okay. It's not terrible. It is what it is. I was entertained, and if you want to be entertained, you should watch it. If you like dinosaurs, you should watch it. If you like Big Teeth and Chris Pratt, you should watch it. Overall, here's my big problem with it, and this is what it is. It's just so unrealistic. Now you may ask, how can a dinosaur movie possibly be realistic? But Jurassic Park was realistic, and that's why it was powerful. Because it made you think, oh my god, this is a possibility. These people are real, the science is real, their reactions are real. Are we sure that this isn't actually happening? This could be happening. But everything in this movie is so unrealistic, and that park isn't really well thought through, and the characters don't really develop. They just run around and act cool or act corporate or act evil. The dinosaurs suddenly have personalities that go beyond their dinosaurness. So everything becomes a little bit unreal, but I guess that's how it fails to match up to the original Jurassic Park. Anyway, what did you think? If you enjoyed this, please like it. Please subscribe below for more videos. I'm still trying to figure out how to film this stuff well. But this is fun though, I like it. I mean, today I'm filming it on my iPhone, but normally I would film it on my, where is it? Camera? On that, but stupidly I can't find the battery pack. Anyway, you don't care about that. See you soon.